Wayne here with Tri County Locksmith Service doing reviews. This is a product review on Rustoleum's Neverwet. It looked kind of interesting on the TV, kind of intrigued me. I went online, I checked out some videos, and pretty much just like every other product out there, it's somewhere in the middle. If you look up this product and you look up reviews, you're going to see reviews from people that say it's great and it's wonderful and it's the best thing ever invented, and you're going to have people say that it's the worst thing ever, it's a joke, it's a hoax, it's snake oil. And as with just about everything, it's right in the middle. They've done a really good job advertising what the product is supposed to do and demonstrating it. But it doesn't last a long time. So Rustoleum's not tricking anybody. It will pretty much make any surface waterproof, just not for very long. So this product works in certain applications and it doesn't work in other applications. Basically, it's a two-step process. We've got step 1 and step 2. It's really easy to apply. You just put it on. Let it dry for 15 minutes or half hour or however long it says, and then apply the second coat. Okay, so here's what I did. I've tried it on a couple different things here, and this jacket is one of them. Now, if you really count on your jacket and you want it to be waterproof, buy a jacket that has a Gore-Tex or waterproof lining in it. That's going to be way better than any kind of stuff you can do on the outside. Basically what this stuff does is it kind of fills up the fibrous areas and then a water repellent on the outside of it. So I've applied this, and here's one of the problems already. You can see how milky and kind of white milky color this stuff is. So already it's not something I put on any nice clothing or fancy clothing of any kind, because it's going to turn darks this milky, nasty color. I'm just going to go ahead and turn the camera a little bit here, and I'm going to pour this water right into there. Just like so. Okay. Now, here's the best way to show how this stuff works. You can see it's very water repellent. I can pull this up and it's not wet at all on either side. But as soon as you bring a finger in and kind of touch, you can see how that area is no longer protected that well. You can see that finger line down in there. And basically what that means is that this product just isn't going to work as well after it's been touched or moved or handled. So on this jacket, for example, where your armpits rub and where your arms are moving and where things are touching, it's going to wear off pretty quickly on those areas, but it is still going to keep the rest of the jacket really waterproof. It's a great idea to do on a jacket if it's your ATV jacket or, you know, my mountain climbing or mountain biking jacket. Yeah, it's a great idea. I've also done a couple other things. Here I have a glove coated in this stuff. Now what you need to remember in this application, if you do this, the whole glove is going to stay pretty waterproof. But as soon as you're going to be using it on this palm side here, that is going to wear out pretty quickly, and the back of the glove will be somewhat waterproof for a while. So that's what's going to happen there. This one was coated in the Neverwet. And then I was thinking about a product that's been around for a while, and that's Scotchgard. This stuff is just a heavier duty, thicker Scotchgard. Now if you look at this glove and look at this glove, they both keep things very, very water repellent, okay? This one had the Scotchgard applied to it, and notice how it doesn't have that milky outline color, okay? Anytime you do anything dark, it's going to do this to it. Whereas the Scotch Guard maybe isn't quite as waterproof, but it didn't make it nearly as ugly to look at. Done the same thing here on slippers. Okay, here's this is the Neverwet and this is the Scotch Guard. So that's going to go in there, and that's going to shed the water too. Not quite as well, mind you, but it is going to do it, just like this here. So it's just a matter of, do you want your slippers to look like that, or do you want them to look like this? Is what it comes down to. The stuff is pretty cool for like tricks and stuff, I guess. I don't know, some kind of experiment. This is a paper towel. I'll put that side in the water, and I'll put this side. This is kind of cool to watch this happen. The way it makes the water just kind of dance and bounce. They call it a hydrophobic material. Now you got water on both sides, and this is just a plain paper towel. It is pretty cool how it does what it does, but it's only really going to work that well on this white substance, on like a white material. And then once again, if this is folded and flexed and moved around, or it comes into contact with any other abrasive material, it's just going to deteriorate pretty quickly. This is a normal paper towel, just to show you the same thing, and then it's soaking wet, obviously, but not with that one. So it's kind of cool stuff. Pros and cons, what's it going to work on? It works, yes. Just it's pretty short term how long it's going to work. If you put these on your work boots or any kind of shoe, it's going to work great. The bottoms, it's going to be wore off within the first couple steps, and then it's just going to move up as you trudge through the mud and debris during the day, and it's just going to wear off pretty rapidly. Any contact surface is going to wear out, and it's not going to be as effective, but it is going to work really good for a rain jacket like this. It's going to keep that wet blanket feeling kind of off of this. Even though the interior liner is going to keep you dry all the time, it's going to keep less weight, and it's just not going to feel like a wet blanket on you all day. So it is good to apply to that kind of stuff. Other uses, satellite dish, this stuff would be great. Satellite dish, nothing comes in contact with it. Nothing's going to touch it, really. It's just sitting there. We get snow buildup here, and I have to go out there and brush the snow off the satellite. This stuff's going to be great. I'm going to put it on my satellite dish, in fact. And it should work great for that. Tents, jackets, litter box, hats, cool tricks, you know, science experiment for kids. That'd be pretty cool stuff for that. It works on whites. It would not be good for boots, gloves, phones. Oh, that's great. They show on YouTube, they show an iPhone getting covered in this stuff, and they put it in water. That's a really good idea to do for one time, but other than that, if you put it in your pocket, the stuff's going to wear off, and it's going to not be waterproof anymore. That is kind of a gimmicky trick that I didn't like that they did. It's kind of a cool thing that it does, but I feel bad for somebody who actually believes that. They stick their phone in their pocket, and they try and do it again at dinner time a day or two later. It's not going to work. It's really not going to be that great for shirts. It's going to make them really stiff and kind of starchy like this. Pants, probably not going to be that good either, because you're going to be moving all the time. The chalky film on darks, as we see here, it's just not appealing. You know, Scotch Guard would probably be better for something on darks than this stuff. But I think it'd be great for litter boxes and satellite dishes, and tents and jackets. But other than that, I don't know what exactly it would be all that great for. You're going to have to keep reapplying the top coat. Maybe waterproofing RC cars, stuff like that. Something where you're going to take it out, use it, wash it off, and then reapply it. That may be a good answer for that. But it's not going to keep your car waterproof. Don't spray it on your ATV thinking your mud's just going to fall right off of it. It's just going to make a big mess. But other than that, it's a cool product. It's 20 bucks at Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever it is. Oh yeah, one more thing I did see them do too is they took a cardboard box and they sprayed the inside of the box with this product right here, and then they say it waterproofs your box so you can keep your beer or your soda pop or whatever cold. Well, you're going to pay $20 for the box of beer, and then you're going to pay $20 for this. You could have probably bought a cooler by the time you use one or two of these. You're just going to throw that box away when you're done. So is it kind of cool that it does it? Yeah, but it's not going to make sense in the long run. So that's my personal opinion and my review of it. For more information, go to www.tricountylocksmithservice.com. I'll dump this out right here too. Pretty neat stuff.